baby, nothing is out of your reach. Grabbed it and I be if they gon' take it from me. Passion is what I had before any Grammy. She can roll with me, it's a lucky day. Got a and some gang. We have sex and some dirty vans, blowing pants out. But I'm still, that's the price of gas. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide. When I dip, I dive. When I dive deep. In the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me. When it's in motion, she don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide. When I dip, I dive. When I dive deep.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starter, Mick Abel. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. Yeah, there's the strike. Not close with that one. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 out, space is empty. And that one upstairs, ball 1. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. And here it comes. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, and starting in this one, Griffin Canning. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Trey Turner leading things off and takes a strike.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
0-2 now. Chases in the dirt, slider there. Alvarez collects, fires to first. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head. But I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty, it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. First-round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Turner runs. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Canning checks the runner, and Turner's back in. Turner stands at second with no outs. Squirts away a little bit. Man at second. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Schwarber strikes out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So the go-ahead run at scoring position. Boom. Getting ready to hit.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, hitting better than .350 this month.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One out and a runner at second. And a foul ball. That one missed.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Swing and a miss. 0-1. And ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. That catches the zone for a strike. 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Top of the second, and now Pete Alonso. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Alonso in his 7th season, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Fouled off. He was late. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And the polar bear strikes out.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. And that one is inside ball 1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
1-2 here. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And here is Jared Young. And first offering is fouled off. No score here in the second. Popped up. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. So they go quietly there. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. And And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. Canning back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So a man on base to start the inning.
We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Here's JT Realmuto. Fastball for a strike. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner around second, and that's a double.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
This is Bryson Stott. Golden opportunity right here. Splits the plate. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Next is the speedy first baseman.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
That drops in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
And strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Kepler, the runner at third. Realmuto over at second with 1 down. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Big RBI for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. That misses the zone. 1-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And that's in for a strike. And now it's even 1-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
2 on, 1 out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Turner now. Reached on a drop. Third strike his first time. And that's in there at the knees. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 outs. That pitch gets the corner, and that is strike 2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We played 2 full. It's the Phillies 1 and the Mets nothing. New inning getting started, and now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. And that one upstairs. That one inside. Look out.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Foul ball there. That one fouled off. 2-2. And that just misses. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So up next, Brett Beatty. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
1 ball, no strike.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one's in there, and it's 1-1. And there's a ball. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. And out of here. He circles the bases. It's 2-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Ronnie Mauricio now.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Went down on strikes his first time through. That pitch gets the inside corner. It's 0-1. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Abel ready to fire now. Yeah, that's fouled off.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards. Relay to third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. His first at bat was a strikeout. Out towards left center. Marsh sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
No, that's the third run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
Juan Soto now. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Next offering misses down and away. Two outs. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies 1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes. So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here comes Alec Bohm. Struck out swinging his first time. Down the line. Reaches for it, but it's foul. 1 out, base is empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And 1-1. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Nick Castellanos. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Ball 1 there. And that one clips the corner. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So they make short work of him there. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies 1. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Pete Alonso. First pitch, and he just misses.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Close one, doesn't get the call, and the count is 2-0. And he takes a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
And it's fouled away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Designated hitter, Jeff McNeil.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder,
Jared Young up now for the Mets. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Mets go down quickly, and the score stays 3-1. Bottom of the fourth, and now for the Phillies, Max Kepler. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Phillies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Home run number 10 of the year. It's 3-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
On the ground to third, Baden. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. He's 0 for 1. That one catches the zone, and that's strike 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Corrals it, and there's 2 down.
Number 4.
And here's the first baseman. RBI single his last time up.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the air out to center. Soto grabs it on the run. But the Phils edge closer on this solo homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we go to the top of the 5th, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Alvarez measures 5 feet 10 inches, 235 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. Abel back to work. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Cut on and lifted in the air. Marsh running hard. Diving try, but it falls in, base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So up next for New York, Brett Baty. He's already homered in this game. Nasty pitch right there. 0-1. Alvarez on at first, nobody out. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
Oh, 2.
Liner caught at second.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Ronnie Mauricio digs in now. Doubled his first time. Right through there for a strike. Man at first, one away. Grounder might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. Back to first, and it's over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play.
Well, he hung in there at second to get the out, but the return throw to first is way offline. And I have to think the runner coming into second had a part in that. You can't assume the double play, but because the batter moves up past first, he does get charged with the throwing error right there.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's downstairs and outside. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a foul out of play. Fouled off left side. And that one is lifted in the air. Myers on the move. And that is that. Mets strand 1, but they're up 3-2. Back here in Philadelphia, and now Brandon Marsh. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Fought off foul. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Hammers that one, curling down the line, and foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Trey Turner now. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger,
that one ripped. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Around second is Turner. The relay throw. And he's out.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Here comes Schwartz to the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Close, but called a ball, and it's 1-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Down the middle for a strike, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
The Phillies down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. And down on strikes he goes. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We're through 5. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies 2. Back here in Philadelphia, top 6. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swung on, popped up left side. Turner hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting is center fielder Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Ball 1, no strikes.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Center field. Marsh snags it for the second out.
Now batting first baseman.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. His 19th home run of the year. It's 4-2.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
2 down, bases empty. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. Stop. Sends it to first, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Clay Holmes. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 35, Clay Holmes.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Way upstairs, and that is ball one. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Ryan Stanek, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Davinsky getting loose as well. Inside, just missed. Pitch is in there, and it's 2-1. The other way, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now one away.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you. It kind of makes you look silly.
Max Kepler at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Outside low, and that's ball one. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Pitch misses, and that's ball two.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Missed with a changeup. Counts full, 3-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
3-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just one out away from getting out of a huge jam.
And now it's JT Real Muto. 1 for 2. Second with 2 outs. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. just missed.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 2. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Jared Young. Just missed.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
So now 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Castellanos makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez will hit next. He's 2 for 2. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's a ball and a strike.
Ball 2.
Swung on, belted, way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. His 2-run homer back in the 3rd was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
And that one fouled off. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 5-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Base is empty with 2 away. So up next for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. That's ripped. Base hit. So back to the top of the order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's 5-2. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th, and now the first baseman, number 4. And that drops in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Right through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Made quick work of him right there, Singy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
Now it's going to be Brandon Marsh. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Mauricio pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. Trey Turner at the plate. That one inside, and that's ball 1.
Up.
Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Down quickly go the Phillies. They trail at 5-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ranger Suarez.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Suarez, a 6'1 lefty. He features a sinker, a curve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there, and it's off the wall but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the curb, and it was a smart choice.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. And even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
To the right side. Trey Turner gloves it. Now the throw to first on the run. Pretty nice play there.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on. Up and in, ball 2.
2-0.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 6-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 2 down. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets.
0 for 3 in this one.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. That one fouled off. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Dedniel Nunez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Right through there for a strike. Action in the Mets bullpen. Reed Garrett preparing to come on if needed. Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
One down, base is empty. And there's the strike. This to third. Baden fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting. Castellanos.
2 outs, base is empty. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. That one missed. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line drive. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. We go to the 9th. Now it's the right fielder, Jared Young. Suarez back to work. That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. First pitch misses. Late on that fastball.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Swing and a miss. Suarez strikes him out.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Baty. And everyone is thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah, they're thinking, will he do it again? He's already homered twice, and most recently in the 7th. This guy's left a huge mark on this game.
As well as on the baseball. And first offering is fouled off. And that's a strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side in the ninth. 3 up, 3 down that time. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 6 and the Phillies 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Reed Garrett.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Now batting Max Kepler. And he deals. Just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Thank you, J.A.
And another ball.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Ground ball right side. Mauricio gets it to first. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
He's 2 outs away. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. First offering, and it just misses. Garrett is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. 1 down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hit in the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up. And it's caught for the out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
So they're down to their final out. And the batter now, Bryson Stott.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. The relay to third. In there safely. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good. And you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. And here's the first baseman. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Stop. At third with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-2 now. Garrett is just 1 strike away. Here's the 0-2. Softly hit to third. On to first. Ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Cherry tree, I cherish you, yeah, you're so sweet to me.